Have you ever wondered how your internet data crosses the vast oceans? Picture this. You're in New York, video chatting with a friend in Sydney. Your data isn't beamed into the sky. Instead, it dives deep beneath the waves, zipping along undersea cables. These are the hidden highways of information that crisscross our ocean floors, connecting continents and cultures. These undersea cables are the unsung heroes of our digital age. They carry around 99% of international data, dwarfing satellite communication. They're the lifeblood of our global internet connectivity, making instant communication possible from thousands of miles away. But how do these undersea cables work? How do they withstand the immense pressure of the deep sea, and what happens if one gets damaged? And most importantly, how do they manage to carry so much data over such vast distances? These are the questions we'll answer as we embark on this journey, so let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of undersea cables. Our story begins in the 19th century with the first transatlantic telegraph cable. This was a momentous event that marked the beginning of a global revolution in communication. The first successful undersea cable was laid between Ireland and Newfoundland in 1858, a feat that was celebrated worldwide. However, the initial jubilation was short-lived. The cable failed after just 3 weeks of operation due to technical difficulties. This setback, however, did not deter engineers and scientists. They learned from their mistakes and embarked on a mission to perfect the technology. Fast forward to 1866, and the first reliable transatlantic telegraph cable was successfully laid. This was no small feat. Think about it. This was a time before airplanes, before cars, even before electric light bulbs. Yet, humans managed to connect 2 continents through a cable lying at the bottom of the vast Atlantic Ocean. This cable was the precursor to the advanced fiber optic cables that we use today. The first fiber optic undersea cable was laid in 1988, marking a new era in global communication. These cables were not just faster, they were more reliable and capable of transmitting vast amounts of data across the globe in the blink of an eye. The transition from telegraph to fiber optic cables was not just about speed, it was about capacity. A single modern undersea cable can carry tens of terabytes of information per second. That's like sending thousands of high-definition movies across the ocean in just 1 second. The journey of undersea cables is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It's a story of trial and error, of daring to dream big, and of turning those dreams into reality. Now let's fast forward to today, where we have a complex web of highly sophisticated cables lying on the ocean floor. These cables, invisible to the naked eye, silently carry our voices, our data, our stories, connecting us in ways we often take for granted. They are the unsung heroes of our interconnected world. Creating an undersea cable is no small feat. It's a symphony of engineering, science, and sheer human ingenuity. The process begins with the design, where the specific requirements of the cable are determined. This includes its length, capacity, and the extreme conditions it must withstand on the ocean floor. These cables are not your typical copper wires. Instead, they are made of fiber optic strands, which are much thinner than a human hair, yet capable of transmitting terabytes of information across continents in the blink of an eye. Each strand is carefully encased in layers of protective material, including high-density polyethylene, steel wires, and petroleum jelly, to shield them from the crushing pressures and unpredictable elements of the deep sea. And then comes the technology. Advanced repeaters are embedded along the length of the cable, boosting the signal to ensure data travels without loss of quality or speed. Once these cables are ready, they embark on a journey to the ocean floor. Laying cables on the ocean floor is a challenging task. Imagine a journey not through space but deep beneath the ocean's surface, where the pressure is 800 times greater than at sea level. It's a world of perpetual darkness, icy temperatures, and a vast uncharted terrain. This is where the journey of our internet data truly begins. When it comes to laying cables in this challenging environment, it's not just about plonking them down. Each cable must be carefully placed to avoid underwater mountains, deep-sea trenches, and even active volcanic zones. There's also the pressure, literally, of the ocean's depth to contend with. And let's not forget about the locals, the marine life. Some deep-sea creatures have a curious and potentially destructive interest in the cables. Sharks, for instance, have been known to nibble on them, causing disruptions. Despite these challenges, a vast network of undersea cables now spans our globe, silently carrying our data from continent to continent. Our world is more connected than ever before thanks to undersea cables. These threads of technology, thinner than a soda can, bind us together, forming a global connectivity web. Picture this: a sprawling network of cables stretching thousands of miles, linking continents, and bridging oceans. Let's take a moment to highlight some key routes. The transatlantic cables, for instance, connect North America and Europe, facilitating a torrent of data every second. Then, there are the trans-Pacific cables, which link Asia and the Americas, pulsing with information day and night. And let's not forget the Southern Cross Cable, a crucial link between Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. These are just a few examples of how our globe is interwoven with these technological marvels. Yet it's not just about laying these cables. It's about keeping them operational. Maintaining this vast network is a task of its own. Keeping undersea cables in working condition is a never-ending job. It's a fascinating blend of technical expertise, constant vigilance, and strategic planning. Let's delve into how these vital arteries of our internet are maintained and protected. Undersea cables are not immune to damage. From the nibbling of curious sharks to the dragging of ship anchors, the threats are real and varied. What's more, natural disasters like earthquakes and tsunamis can also wreak havoc on these cables. So how do we keep these cables up and running? Maintenance of undersea cables is a proactive and reactive process. Regular inspections are conducted using advanced technologies like remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, which are essentially underwater drones. These ROVs traverse the length of the cables, scanning for potential damage and sending back real-time data to the surface. When it comes to repairs, it's a race against time. Specialized cable repair ships are dispatched to the location of the damage. These ships are equipped with advanced tools, including grappling hooks to retrieve the damaged section and high-precision splicing equipment to repair or replace it. But it's not just about maintaining and repairing. Protecting these cables is equally important. Security measures are implemented right from the design phase. Cables are often armored or have additional layers of protection, especially in areas known for heavy fishing or shipping activity. In some sensitive regions, cables are even buried under the seabed to keep them safe from potential threats. Additionally, the routes chosen for laying these cables are carefully planned to avoid areas prone to natural disasters. And in the case of intentional sabotage, international laws have been established to deter and penalize such actions. In an increasingly interconnected world, the role of undersea cables in maintaining global communication cannot be overstated. These cables are the silent workhorses of our digital age, tirelessly ferrying data across oceans, day in and day out. As we look to the future, these cables are set to become even more crucial. Their maintenance and protection is not just a technical challenge, but a global responsibility that we all share. What does the future hold for undersea cables? As we peer into the crystal ball, we can see a world that's even more connected. The future of undersea cables is one brimming with innovations, with advancements in speed, capacity, and resilience. Picture this: cables that are self-healing, using nanotechnology to repair themselves at the first sign of damage. Imagine fiber optic cables with increased data transmission speeds, making our current internet speeds look like a snail's pace. Or cables boasting larger capacity, capable of handling the ever-increasing global demand for data. But it's not just about bigger and faster. The future also holds promise for cables that are more resilient. Engineers are developing technologies to withstand the harsh conditions of the ocean floor, from extreme pressures to the gnawing teeth of curious marine life. As we continue to innovate, the importance of these undersea highways will only grow. The future beneath the waves is a fascinating one, and it's coming faster than you might think. The internet as we know it wouldn't exist without undersea cables. We've taken a deep dive into a world few of us ever consider, yet one that plays a critical role in our daily lives. From the history of these hidden highways, to the engineering marvels that go into their construction and maintenance, we've explored how data makes its way across the globe, beneath the waves. Each click, each message, each video streamed, travels through these intricate networks, crossing continents at lightning speed. It's a testament to human ingenuity that we've been able to lay these cables on the ocean floor, overcoming countless challenges from depth, pressure, and the unpredictable elements of marine life. And as we look to the future, we see even greater innovations on the horizon, promising faster, more reliable connections. So, the next time you send an email or stream a video, remember the vast network of undersea cables that makes it all possible.